Hi everyone, today we're going to be making some chocolate crackle Christmas puddings and chocolate royal Christmas puddings. First we're going to be making the chocolate crackles. We'll need 4 cups of rice bubbles, 1 cup of desiccated coconut, 1 cup of icing sugar and 3 tablespoons of cocoa. We will also need a block of copha, which we'll need to melt in the saucepan. So first off, we need to mix all our dry ingredients together. You need to make sure you give that a good mix. Just to make sure you get all the icing sugar and cocoa right through. So once we've given it a good mix, we then can add our copha. Just have to be careful with this one because it is super hot. You can let it cool down a little bit before adding it. And then give that a stir. Again, just make sure you get all the dried ingredients from the bottom. Once you've given it a good mix, you can separate it into patty pans. You can use whichever size you would like. In our ones here, we've used the mini patty pans, or you can use large ones. It's entirely up to you. So you just want to fill them maybe about 3/4 of the size. You want to try and make the top a bit more rounded. So just like that. You probably don't want them too big. Using the mini patty pans, we got about 50 of this little size, but if you were using the large ones, you would probably only get about 10, and the medium sized ones you would get probably about 25 per batch. Once we have got these in the patty pans, we pop them in the fridge to set. I've got some made earlier that we can use today. So here we've got our chocolate crackles. To do our decorating, we will need some Jaffas, some spearmint leaves and some white chocolate. So first off, we need to melt our white chocolate. Popping one in the microwave for about 30 seconds at a time. You don't want to do it too much. So mine was already pre-melted a bit. But if you do it 30 seconds at a time and then give it a good stir, just to make sure you don't burn the chocolate. So once it's all melted, we can then get a little bit of chocolate and drizzle on the top. You don't want too much, just enough to be able to stick the decorations. You can then place our Jaffa on, and depending on the size of your chocolate crackles, to whether you use 1 or 2 spearmint leaves, you can also cut the spearmint leaves in half. So this one, you might be able to see we have cut the spearmint leaf in half so it's not as thick. And then that gives us our chocolate crackle plum puddings. So another easy snack to use on Christmas is our chocolate royal plum pudding ones as well. So we'll need the chocolate royals, the spearmint leaves and the Jaffas, and also the melted chocolate too. So first off, we get our chocolate royals and we dip them into our white chocolate. And then it's as simple as placing our leaves and Jaffas on top. Again, you could do 1 or 2. See if we can do 2. You may have to hold them just for a few minutes so that they set just a little bit. So with these ones, these are quite big spearmint leaves, so you may need to cut them in half. But so this is one with it cut in half, and they'll end up like this. Once you've put the chocolate on, you'll want to pop them both in the microwave, in the fridge, and they'll set within about 10 to 15 minutes. I hope everyone enjoys making these for Christmas.